the bikies came to town and crashed the party. Task Force Takeback was set up. A highly trained squad of dedicated officers. This 100-strong specialist unit morphed into the Rapid Action and Patrols. The RAP team are still on the case. They bust the dealers. They target organised crime. They keep the peace in paradise. Gold Coast Cops. Tonight on Gold Coast Cops, the chase is on as a fugitive in a stolen car.
He's on the wrong side of the road.
Gives the RAP team the runaround.
Can you get them to run the roadblock there, thanks, and get stingers ready?
A suspected dealer is caught red-handed.
Oh, that smells quite strong.
Here are the surprises, mate.
And a couple of Kiwis get caught with contraband in their man bags.
These are steroids, dude.
They're not, mate, honestly.
It's midnight, and Senior Constable Travis Carruthers and Constable Daniel Lees are out on night patrol.
Being a RAP officer, I find it a bit like more enjoyable than where I was in general duties. We get to cover a lot more distance and get a lot more freedom. Being so mobile, I can float around and respond to these jobs that I enjoy doing and get to see a lot more action that way.
And it's just as well. Trav is in for an action-packed 3 days.
Tonight we're in my car and we're going to start targeting some stolen vehicles. There's one in particular that's been seen in the Ormo area.
A vehicle has just come out onto Sardina Road. It has been involved on the road about a month ago.
This particular car has slipped through the police net once before. Trav is determined to nab the culprit.
Finding stolen cars, I think it's maybe 90% good police work, 10% luck. You know what I mean? You've got to put yourself in the right position. Looking for a black 2010 Ford Falcon. It's a sporty, hunted up thing. What was the last direction of travel?
And out of the River Waters, it's gone to basic east.
Really? Getting hotter. It's one of the main roads up here.
Trav and Leesy are on their way to the location where the stolen car was last seen when they get word that the suspect has just been sighted approaching some roadworks.
That's it.
Spotted it, that's it.
713 to that unit. Can you get them to run the roadblock there, thanks, and get stingers ready?
Stingers are retractable road spikes designed to puncture tyres.
Get ready to bunk it.
Up at the roadworks, the 2nd Police Unit race to set up the stingers. But the offender is not slowing down.
Beam it straight through.
Travis makes one last-ditch request.
Special deploy stingers.
Too late.
Trav suspects this driver may be doing a lot more than stealing cars.
His propensity to try and get away just proves that he's obviously up to no good. He's got false plates on his car. I mean, he's committing a range of offences that we know about now, but I'd assume that he's committing a lot more. That's why he's got that motivation to run. We're about 200 metres back, heading eastbound.
It's going straight down there. There's only one way in or out of this sort of Coomera.
A bottleneck of roads gives them a chance to trap the dangerous fugitive. But he's getting desperate. And he's now not only on the wrong side of the law...
He's on the wrong side of the road.
Try to get a cruise and anything else.
There he is, there he is. On the wrong side of the road, still man.
He's turned his lights off and driven on the wrong side of the road in a dangerous manner.
Trav and Dan are not about to endanger lives, so they're forced to call off the chase.
We're not in pursuit. We are just going to patrol the area and attempt to relocate the vehicle.
While the trail's gone cold tonight, this cunning car thief is now firmly on Trav's radar.
It's lucky that the RAP have that ability to go and target these guys. We'll keep hunting.
Trav is about to be tested to the limit.
It's frustrating. I've been out hunting this particular vehicle for a couple of days now. Doesn't matter who puts handcuffs on as long as they get arrested.
Constable Michael Mamerel is working in plain clothes on a drug warrant on the outskirts of Surfers Paradise.
Every child wants to be either a policeman or a fireman or a doctor. I was the same. However, I don't think I was mature enough to think about that until I was probably about in my early 20s.
It borders onto a park.
I love my job. This is important for me because I want to know that, especially my family growing up on the Gold Coast, I want them to know that it's going to be safe, and I'm trying to do everything I can to make it safe for them.
Michael and Senior Constable Katie Hardy are staking out a caravan park. They're waiting to pounce on a suspected dealer.
standing up front now.
Clear left.
How you doing? Constable Mammerl from Gold Coast Rapid Action Patrols. What's going on today? Whereabouts you live? Oh, that one there? Oh, sweet as. I'll come with you.
Our intel suggested that he would be out the front waiting, and that was how the deals were happening. Peter, I have to inform you that you're detained at the moment for a search. Do you have anything on you, in your pockets or on you that you...
Any drugs or anything like that?
No drugs that you want to tell us about? One of the male officers will search you.
Got nothing stashed in your jeans and your jocks?
No.
Nothing?
No. The suspect is not shy about revealing all to the RAP officers. And he's more than happy to let them into his caravan.
Any guns? Do you have any guns?
No, I don't have a gun.
Okay. Come around here, mate.
Oh, just take a seat on that bed for me, mate. Just a bit tight now. Right. Yeah, it is. Despite Pete's denials, an initial search reveals a plastic container full of cannabis.
Oh, it smells quite strong.
What do you got in there?
I've probably got an ounce of weed for myself. But is this suspected dealer telling the truth? Michael and Katie are searching a suspected dealer's caravan for drugs. So far, he's insisting the cannabis they've found is for personal use.
Are you selling this cannabis here?
No, that's mine. That's all me, that's mine.
How much is in each one of these?
I think that's about a half ounce there and quarter ounce there.
He has it all pre-packaged. We're looking to discover if he's selling, and he's stating that it was for personal use.
Is there any more cannabis in the van at all?
No. But Pete's denials are wearing thin, and he knows it.
What's outside, mate? What are you going to find outside?
I've asked him to have a look under that brown blanket.
Oh, have a seat, brother.
Yeah.
Have a seat. What's under there, Pete?
Well, it's shit.
More of that? How much?
Probably another ounce.
Another ounce. Couple of ounces.
The cannabis haul is mounting up.
Some of the cannabis, it's very, very fresh. It smells very strong. And from doing other drug jobs, it just smells like hydroponic cannabis to me. Perhaps there's somebody else growing it for him, or he's growing it himself somewhere. And this would be a perfect spot because it's so secluded.
Is there any weapons in here,
No,
Peter?
no.
Okay, nothing that could hurt
No,
anyone?
no. I wouldn't let no harm come to you.
Is there a shotgun here at all? There is. Where is it, mate?
Under the bed?
Yep.
Where the pillow is? I don't think it's loaded. It seems Pete's back to telling porkies again.
Hey, Pete. Any other surprises, mate?
No, that's it.
Be under arrest, all right?
Right.
You're going to be coming back with us to the police station?
While Pete may play fast and loose with the truth, he runs a tight ship when it comes to his caravan. So don't run. Keep all the kids out.
Potentially there'll be firearms offences, ammunition, and possession of cannabis. We'll have to weigh the cannabis before we know whether it's enough for intent to sell.
Travis is on the lookout for a stolen car that eluded him yesterday. Intel has come in overnight that the Black Falcon was seen at a gated housing estate. He and partner Constable George Leosides are investigating.
Last night there's been a vehicle that's evaded. Run some inquiries, found out where the vehicle frequents. So we've come here tonight to speak security, review some footage and have a look at the maps and the outlay of the estate. Have you had dealings with this fella before?
No, not really in dealings. He's been in and out of here. We thought he was shagging one of the chicks down here.
Yeah.
And you guys have been in and out on road for a few times. Just got him on the camera there last night going out. That's him. It's definitely the one. 20 seconds before that, he's coming out, and that's a gated complex. So if you were looking for him, that'd be the place to go.
And will you guys see him if he comes in?
Yeah, I've got to look for him now. If he comes into here, that camera's going to pick him up, but that's one of the best cameras we've got.
Just on the outside of this roundabout here, is that the only way out of here?
That is the only way in and out, is the roundabout down that way.
Travis plans to lay in wait for the offender.
What times of day does he usually come here?
Down there, but late it is, late midnight and after. Like he's dropping someone off
How often would you see him there?
towards weekends. I know myself, I've seen him Friday, Saturday nights.
If the vehicle's in there, he'll get us access later, and old mate's not going to get out tonight, so once he gets in there, it's going to be very difficult for him to get out. We'll be floating around the area tonight. If you see him come in,
I will give you a buzz, yeah.
just give me a buzz and just stick clear of him.
Trav and George patrol the area while they wait for the security guard's call.
We've just got to put ourselves in the right place and just hope for a little bit of luck and we just come across him.
But for the second night in a row, Travis is all out of luck.
I don't usually take too many things personally in the job, and it's just a bit of a sting that he's got away, and I'll just keep plugging away until I catch old mate.
Next, the RAP team get down and dirty.
Go! Who knows here?
And later on, Polaire joins the chase as Trav closes in on his quarry.
Traffic 18 Polaire, we've just put a forecast across for marked vehicle to stay away from the motorway.
4 times a year, the RAP officers drop in on their neighbours from Varsity College for a friendly footy match.
We don't like to lose. We're in this game of winning.
Well, it's good. It's definitely good to interact with the kids of the community, show them the the lighter side of what we do. They get to see us as people and not just enforcement, so it's definitely good interaction.
It's all about team spirit, communication and tenacity. And it's brought out the competitiveness in Trav.
We need to show them that we're fit and healthy, so if they do decide to run from us a bit later, they might think twice because we might catch them. Work with him, work with him!
We're a bunch of young kids. We gave them the run around today. Mate, hands down, we're all over him, all game. Let him stand a chance.
Victory goes to the RAP team with a final score of 10-7. But it's a win for everyone, with cops taking the opportunity to break down a few barriers.
It's really good because obviously like you guys, first time you see us is when we're pulling you over. When you get license something like that, you realise now we're just a bunch of lads, like to have a game of footy and a laugh, so we're all humans, mate. If you see us out in the street, don't hesitate to say hello.
And a return to high school wouldn't be the same without a nostalgic trip to the tuck shop.
Yeah, I've been to school for a while, so maybe some red frogs and some mustics or something, I'd say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Down at RAP headquarters, Chocky briefs the team for the night shift. The stolen Black Falcon is still on their wanted list, and while Trav is frustrated, he's not giving up on this fugitive who has added dangerous driving to a growing list of charges.
So, that Black Falcon again?
Yeah, we'll be up there tonight and putting that Black Falcon on the road.
Yeah, it's all yours.
All right, guys, let's head out there. 2100 on your license.
Unfortunately, we didn't get a good result last night, but it's not to say that it's not going to happen tonight. I got Minzy coming to give us a hand. I got one of the doggies coming to give us a hand as well. So, we'll see how we go.
It's not long before Trav gets his first lead. A call comes in from his backup, Minzy.
Right now? Whereabouts? Yatla? Heading north, is it?
Trav joins the chase. The Polaire chopper is also called in to assist.
Don't need luck, he'll turn around. If he turns around, that's when we'll be able to get involved. We're just trying to get close to it at this point. Vehicles on the Logan motorway, heading westbound. This is actually where I grew up.
Traffic 18 Polaire, we've just put a forecast across for marked vehicle to stay away from the motorway.
We've got Polaire up above, we've got Minzy pulling from behind. DDO has advised all the motor vehicles to stand down so we don't spook this car, so hopefully we can just get it once it stops. The vehicle's got about 5 to 10 k's over the speed limit, but sooner or later he's going to realise that Minzy's following him.
And looks like you've got a passenger in the car as well.
The driver pulls into a bottle shop, giving the police a chance to close in.
Polaire have just seen him, he's stopped at a driver. He's at the Park Ridge Tavern.
They'll have to close up tight on him because when he gets out, they'll very likely hear the aircraft. We'll get suspicious.
Yeah, they're just trying to coordinate to actually block him in at this car park that he's in.
I haven't seen the door open, so he's probably going to be still inside.
While Trav is close, Minzy is closer.
The driver's out of the car.
Hearing reports of an imminent arrest is agonising for Trav.
It is frustrating, obviously I've been out hunting this particular vehicle for a couple of days now. As much as I want to be the one putting the handcuffs on, a good result, doesn't matter who puts the handcuffs on as long as they get arrested.
I'll wait for confirmation of the car, but it looks like they're taking that fellow into custody without incident in the drive-through.
All over.
Yes, there is one. That's job number 2434, and all recorded.
Down at the watch house, Trav is anxious to meet the mystery evader who's been giving him the runaround for 3 days. It seems the he is actually a she, and Trav knows her well.
As soon as she got out of the car, she instantly recognised me, and I recognise her too. I've dealt with her for years now. I think I've dealt with her nearly since I started the job.
A search of the stolen car turns up a shopping list of dangerous drugs and contraband.
Found a pretty decent quantity of amphet, probably about $15,000, $20,000 street value. A few ecstasy tablets, an ice pipe. Looks like about $5,000 cash. You've got 3 phones there that are all running hot. You fall in a car that's not hers. With these fresh charges, she'll go back into the watch house and say she'll go back to women's prison, go to court in a few months, I'd say.
Next, what are these beefy bros hiding in their man bags?
What's this over here, dude? It's a little clip seal bag in there.
Speechless.
Constable George Leocides and Sergeant Carla Sara are on night patrol in the entertainment precinct.
Daytime surface is great, you know, you've got your beaches and it's all touristy and people out there shopping, but come night time after midnight, you've just got people everywhere.
Carla and George are cruising the Broadbeach area when they spy a couple of beefy blokes with tats.
Hey fellas, how you going? Oh, gosh.
Hello.
Hi. What are you doing?
I must just,
Besides having fun with us? Have you got any identification on you at all? Late at night, walking down the street, this area known for breaking into vehicles, so I like to stop any persons, ask them what they're doing down here. Where are you from? Auckland. And what do you plan on doing while you're on the Gold Coast? Personal training? Have you got anything in your bag with your name on it? Gym card, something?
The big fella has no ID on him, so Carla suspects he may have something to hide.
Nothing coming up in his name.
He's not been in the country for a short period.
About 5 months. You're not coming up in our system, so you might be giving me a false name for all I know.
Carla sends off a photo for more intel. Meanwhile, she checks his tats for signs of any links to a criminal motorcycle gang.
Now, when we've got all the tribal hats, are you covered head to toe?
no, not yet.
What about you? Have you got any tats?
Got one.
One across the chest? They've just stated that they've gone to the gym, so they're carrying these little Louis Vuitton handbags and no gym towels or anything of such, no drink bottles, so, you know, those sorts of things we just like to check out a bit further.
Do you have anything on you that you shouldn't have? Anything in your bag that you shouldn't have?
No steroids, nothing like that?
Mind if I have a look? Cheers, so what's the go with these bags, guys?
It's falling apart.
Is that a Louis Vuitton one or something, is it?
What's that?
What brand is that?
Yeah, Louis Vuitton.
It is. What one's yours?
Oh, broke one's cheap, see?
These are cheap ones.
Carla's hunch turns out to be on the money.
What's this over here, dude?
What's that?
There's a little Cliff-Seal bag in there.
Oh, that's got my amino acids and my multivites.
Those?
Yeah.
Those aren't achy pills, man?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, 100%, mate.
But Carla isn't convinced.
100%.
What are you saying the blue tablets are?
Those are multivites and those amino acids.
Multivites. What sort of bottle do they come in? Describe the bottle to me.
Small blue Optimum Nutrition.
Just hold that for me for a second. What's the brand name on them?
Without any packaging, it's difficult to identify the pills. George does some quick research.
So where do you normally get these things?
I bought them from New Zealand.
So when you bought them over from New Zealand, did Customs ask you what they were?
Not at all.
They didn't?
No.
They may be an illegal substance, possibly steroids or Tesibol, which is popular amongst the gym junkies. These are steroids, dude.
They're not, mate, honestly.
According to this, they're steroids.
I really can't imagine that, mate, honestly. Because I don't take steroids, I'm very against it.
But unfortunately, in Queensland, it's an offence to have possession of steroids. Are you aware that it's an offence?
Yeah, I am, and I'm speechless.
So you don't use any illicit drugs? You've never used steroids before?
Not that I thought.
But unfortunately for you, I'll have to issue you with a court date. You'll have to go to court. Okay, for possession of dangerous drugs.
While George issues an infringement notice, Carla gets confirmation that these two beefcakes are indeed tourists. In future, they may think twice about what they carry in their man bags.
We're free to go. Thank you very much.